Hello, everyone.
Who are you?
Well, I'm a movie character.
I
The
see.
lights are reflecting amazingly in
That's
my
great.
goggles.
This is amazing.
I'll be removing the goggles in a moment so you guys aren't too mesmerized by my eyes. Chris is not into my costume tonight.
No, I'm very into it.
All right. Well, it's been a tough week for us, and I'm sure for most people.
Yes.
But we're going to try to bring a little bit of levity to the evening, as well as some music as usual. But we're really excited to welcome back two Mario's leaders who brought us a really, really fun and creative and silly session. Last time we were here, it's been a few weeks since we had a kind of silly session. So here we are. Chris is in regular session mode, and I am in silly session mode.
Yes. I see that.
And it's going to be great. Okay, so before we start, first off is that we have some guests, I think, from Argentina.
Yes.
They're probably wondering what the heck is going on right now.
Yeah.
Did you want to speak to them at all in Spanish?
Oh, geez. Bienvenidos a la session.
One of our guests today is from Argentina, so we might have some visitors
Yes.
From the session. Anyways, so the usual information up front applies. If you click down into the description there's information about the session, links to various things that you can have fun doing, like signing up for our mailing list, going to the contributions, which is also above Chris's head, and looking at upcoming events, which I'm also going to talk about later. And let's see, I think that we should introduce the theme real quick so people know what's going on.
Yeah, probably. Before we go any farther.
The theme for tonight, as you can see, I'm dressed up as a movie character here. And please guess who I am. Whoever guesses wins 10 Mario's points. I will tell you in a little bit who I am dressed up as. But the theme for tonight is favorite films. And I guess movies too, pop culture movies could be included in this. But favorite films is the theme. So to get started, we are going to play some tunes which were all featured in movies. And the first one is The Butterfly. This one was featured in The Secret of Ronan Ish, which is a favorite of a lot of Irish people and Irish American people. The second one is The Blarney Pilgrim. This was actually played in the scene in Titanic where the band is down in the hold having a party. And then the last one is The Rakes of Mallow, and this was, oh gosh, I just forgot the name of it. It's so famous, I forgot the name of it.
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, somebody has to tell me. The Rakes of Mallow. I can't believe I was just watching snippets from it earlier. Anyways, The Rakes of Mallow, I will remember while we're playing what these are. Okay, I'm going to take off my goggles just so I can see what's going on here for a moment, and we'll start off with these three tunes. Okay, and my character in the movie actually has lost her right arm. So I actually had some kitchen implements on earlier as my robotic hand. I was trying to play with these on my hand. It was really not working. So my new robotic hand is just this piece of tin foil, and hopefully this will not fall off while we're playing. Let's get it started off here with this set of movie tunes. I'm just going to take it off. It's going to fall off while I'm playing.
Great.
I tried. All right. The Butterfly, Blarney Pilgrim, and Rakes of Mallow. 1, 2, 3. hard to play with no right arm.
Yeah,
No right
I'm very
hand.
impressed that you could do that.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as it would have been if I had a hand,
Right.
but it was passable for my character from my favorite movie. Great, so I hope you guys are playing along at home there. James reminded me in the comments which movie that last tune was from. The Quiet Man, of course. Very famous movie. I can't believe I forgot the name. Okay, so let's see. I wanted to introduce our guest today, but first I want to tell you who I am, and a bunch of people already guessed it.
Yes.
I am Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road, which is my favorite movie. I don't watch a lot of movies, and you don't either?
No, barely.
Yeah, or films. I'm not much of a film buff. I like good TV, but I think I'm just too impatient sometimes to sit through a movie. I think that's
got
actually
an hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, come on.
Anyways, Mad Max Fury Road is, I think, my favorite movie that I have ever seen. I like a lot of things about it. And I picked 3 movies for the night, though. I don't know. Did you pick any favorite movies?
No, I'll think about that during
Okay,
the
you
session.
should. Yeah. Well, I picked 3, and I also picked a quote from each of them. So I'm going to, I think we actually have my favorite quote from Mad Max right now, which is, if you can't fix what's broken, you'll go insane. And I feel like it's kind of a good quote for the present moment, at least in my life and in the world, perhaps. So I hope we can fix what's broken. I'll say that. Okay, anyways, so we want to know what your favorite movies are. Put them in the comments. So maybe when we actually become movie buffs, we can watch a few of them. In the meantime, we're going to introduce the guest leaders for today. These guys are regulars at the normal, in-person, real-life Mario's. We've been traveling the world for the last little bit, so we're really excited to come back and have some of the usual leaders here. And these 2 guys in particular have a lot of shenanigans up their sleeves.
Yes, they do.
For tonight, and I'm really excited about this session. There's also going to be a special surprise right at the end and some other cool things, so we hope that you can stick around tonight. We promise we won't go too late. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome back to the session John Redmond and Matt Stapleton.
Hi everyone, hope everybody is good. My name is John Redmond, and joining me this evening is Mr. Matt Stapleton. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing well, John, thanks. Happy to be back at the Mario session.
Good to hear. Good. All right, before we start with the music, I just want to give a special thank you to Caitlin and Chris for the tremendous amount of work that they have done in putting Tune Supply together and continuing it. I think we're over probably 20 sessions, probably more than 20 sessions at this point. And it's one thing starting something, but then it's a completely different ball game to continue something and have it grow like the way Tune Supply has grown. And it's been a tremendous joy for me anyway, having every Monday and Thursday to tune into and listen to different musicians play and hear about different themes and little oddities connected with the themes, and so it's been great, so thank you. And the first piece of music we're going to play, I'm going to dedicate it to Caitlin and Chris. It's a piece of music called Pretty Girl Milking the Cow, and we're going to go into a jig called The Orphan, and then into a jig called The Haunted House. All right, Matt. 1, 2, 3. Great. And we have a theme for this evening as well, by the way. The theme is, what is your favourite film? And I really had to put my thinking cap on for this one. And yeah, so I'm really interested in hearing first off what Matt has to say, and then everybody out there. All right. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
You're watching a film or something?
I'm watching a film.
Yeah.
for tonight. And of course, we always have some food and drink at the session. Tonight we have popcorn because...
What else could we possibly have?
What else would we have?
On movie night.
It's popcorn with... what is it called?
Nutritional yeast?
Nutritional yeast. You know who actually taught me the nutritional yeast trick?
Who?
Marta Cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When she was living up in the Bronx with the guys, with the boys, she taught me to put nutritional yeast on my popcorn, and it's good for you and tastes great. And I thought you didn't like nutritional yeast.
Well, it tastes like cheese.
On popcorn.
Yeah.
On popcorn, it's good. Okay, so we have some popcorn, and then I'm drinking this interesting drink. You know when you click on something in Facebook, and then it just feeds you ads related to the thing that you clicked on? Well, the other day I clicked on an ad for a non-alcoholic alcohol, essentially. Like, there's all these companies that are making distilled drinks that don't have any alcohol in them. They're kind of like a bitter.
Yeah.
Kind of. Anyways, I bought one. It tastes great, so I'm just having some of that in some soda. Because we're at the theater, and you can't drink at most theaters.
Right.
You can, actually, at some now.
The one down the street, yeah.
There's a couple, yeah. What are you having?
I just have some water.
Excellent. Okay, so I mentioned that we were going to talk about a few of our favorite films here. Did you think of one that's your favorite?
Well, I have a few favorite films, but one of them has already been mentioned in the comments, actually, which is, I think, my favorite Disney film, the Disney Robin Hood.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you should watch it. It's spectacular. And it's got a bunch of great songs in it.
Oh, like singing songs or peace songs?
Yeah, like folky songs.
Okay.
Like this one.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. What other ones were mentioned? Did you see any? The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a classic. That was one of my favorites when I was a kid. So when I was thinking about favorite films of mine, I have a lot of pretty lowbrow favorite films.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I really liked Dude, Where's Your Car? Where's My Car?
Dude, Where's My Car?
Dude, Where's My Car? And then in my adult life, I really like all the superhero movies, particularly Iron Man, because I basically want to be Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Actually, I have my second quote of the night is from one of the superhero movies. It's not from Iron Man. It's from Captain America, which I don't like as much, but I really like this quote, and I think it's also good for the present moment, so I'm going to read it. It is, compromise where you can. Where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye, and say, no, you move. So I've always liked that quote, and it's a good one for this moment as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep telling us about your movies. We're taking notes.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, wow, there's tons of comments. Okay, so while you guys are commenting, you have to pick up your instruments at some point here because we're going to have one more set of tunes from John and Matt before we do some other stuff. So grab your instruments and your tunes, and we'll have another set of tunes right here.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
You're putting me on.
No, it's Frankenstein.
Do you also say Froderick?
No, Frederick.
Well, why isn't it Froderick Frankenstein?
It isn't, it's Frederick Frankenstein.
I see.
You must be Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
They told me it was Igor.
So instead of you and I having this silly conversation, why don't we play some music, Dr. Frankenstein?
Sure, Igor.
Let's play some reels. Okay. We're going to play 3 reels. The first one is called Damn Breens. It's a good Clare tune. And then we're going to go into Swinging on the Gate and into Sporting Paddy. All right, Matt? Yeah. So A minor, G, A minor. 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Amazing.
That was brilliant.
That was brilliant. I'm feeling more brilliance
Something tells me there will be more.
will be happening. Yeah. So we have a special video to show you that came in just recently, an hour or two ago, from one of our loyal session gummers, whatever we want to call them, from the original Mario's crowd. And I think we'll just show the video first, and then we'll talk about it.
Today, June 4th, from Mario's, we are wishing Felicia Bell a happy birthday. Felicia, I am so sad that you're not here. I'm sending you some flowers with the wonderful Bob. I went all the way in the basement and got you a bottle of your favorite wine. And to accompany it, I'm sending you some special Mario's water. Happy birthday, Felicia. We love you. Mwah.
3, 4. Happy birthday, Felicia.
Happy birthday.
And also Bob. His birthday is not today, but it's really close. I think maybe the 6th. You'll have to remind us. But happy birthday to both Felicia and Bob. And thank you for the virtual flowers, Mary. Bob went down to Mario's.
Oh, that's lovely.
And staged that scene. It's so nice to see Mary. I think it's been tough in the East Village lately. Really so I'm glad to see that she was serving through her window there. We have more updates about Mary a little bit later. But for now, happy birthday. We wish we could have some cake with you. We'll have some virtual cake. That'd be good. Okay, so we have a really special guest today. This is pretty cool connection, around the world connection. So in normal times, Chris and I play on a Broadway show called Come From Away. We've done that for nearly 5 years in various incarnations in various cities, and it's been on Broadway for 2.5 years. It is successful enough that it has a few different productions that are in different cities and touring around. And one of the productions is in Argentina, and it's in Spanish. So there's a band there, obviously, that plays, and the flute and whistle player's name is Santiago Molina. And he recently was coming to these sessions. We saw his name in the comments, and we had heard of him through the show. We looked him up and saw that he's, of course, a brilliant musician. And we asked if he might want to be the special guest on this session. And he said yes. And we're really, really excited to have him. We're so excited that we're actually going to have him curate his own session, an Argentinian Irish music session in early July. But for now, we'll give you a sneak peek. He's going to play a few tunes. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Santiago Molina. I'm from Argentina. First of all, I had to say my English isn't really good, but I'll do my best. I play tin whistles. These tin whistles also is made in Argentina. So I play tin whistles, Irish flutes, Galician bagpipes, and a little bit of Ilian pipes. I'm really happy to be here. Thanks Caitlin and Chris for the invitation. I'll be playing 3 jigs. One is in A minor, my former wife. The second one is the Killavil in E minor. And the third one is Happy to Meet and Sorry to Part in G. Also, the theme of the session is favorite films. And I'll play a little part of a tune, and I want you to guess the movie of that tune. Write in the chat. You can guess the movie. Muchas gracias, espero que les haya gustado. Adiós.
¡Woo!
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Santiago, gracias por compartir la música. Y tengo que decir que hablas muy, muy bien inglés. Entonces, gracias por unirnos.
Wow. Well, Chris speaks Spanish, and I don't. But we're really, really excited to have Santiago back to lead a whole session. I think it's going to be on July 6th is
Cool.
the scheduled date. Yeah, I'm just, as usual, overwhelmed with the coolness of how Irish music is all over the world.
Yes, great.
Back in the days when planes were flying and people traveled around, I got to go to a number of places, far off communities, including in Argentina, actually.
Yeah.
And there's a session just about everywhere in the world, which is pretty cool. It's like its own language. And here we are in the internet, speaking the language.
Great.
Okay, so we have a little bit from Avocado
Oh, yes.
next. If you were at the last session, you know that Avocado got very excited because a dinosaur was launched into space. Tremor, I believe, is the dinosaur's name. And so Avocado put on, sorry, my missing arm is causing some trouble here. Avocado put on a spacesuit to match Tremor. It did have a helmet like this, but Avocado got tired of wearing the helmet, but he or she is still wearing a spacesuit. Anyways, you may know from previous sessions that we have asked people to be Avocado's pen pal. And the way that you do that is you go to our Facebook page, Tune Supply Facebook page, and you join the Avocado Fan Club group. From there, you can submit questions that Avocado can answer. And there's been a few already, but Avocado decided that for the second time on the session, he or she would like to actually answer the question using his or her voice. There's a couple questions that we're going to have in upcoming sessions, but this is the first one. This is from the questions that were submitted online, and we'll go ahead and have Avocado answer the question.
The question is, what do you like to do besides listen to or play music? Well, I like to farm vegetables. Without my help, Caitlin and Chris could not have grown their indoor garden. They think they know what they are doing, but they really don't. So far, I have grown 3 whole beans.
Wow. Well, I thought that we were helping with growing the vegetables, but apparently Avocado has taken over. It is true, though. You may have been following the saga of our indoor garden here. It's doing okay, as you can see. But we literally have only produced 3 beans. Chris was holding them there,
If you
Sam.
can see them, these are the beans.
Those are the entire harvest thus far of our garden. This right here, you can see, is a cabbage that's growing straight up in the air. Over there, we have some arugula. Hold up the arugula there.
Oh, it's romaine.
Oh, romaine. Romaine that is also growing in a straight line. I know that some of you out there are really good at plants from things that you've said in the comments. So if you know why a cabbage would just grow straight up in the air or lettuce would just go straight down in a line, we would love to know. Avocado thinks that he or she is a good gardener, but that's actually not the case. Don't listen, Avocado. Avocado has only produced 3 green beans so far. So we would love some tips on how to grow some real vegetables.
What are we doing wrong?
What are we doing wrong? We're trying to be good farmers in these difficult times, but it's not coming to fruition just yet.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering the question, Avocado. Yeah, you can head over to our Facebook page. There's also a group over there called Mario's Sessioneers, and all of the tunes that we play on these sessions are posted there. So if you want to go back and see a list of tunes to learn, that's over in that group. You can go check it out. I'll put the link in the comments as well. Okay, I think we could have some more tunes from Matt and John.
Let's see what they have in store.
Sounds good.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Matt, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese?
No, man. They got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the hell a quarter pounder is.
What do they call it?
They call it a royale with cheese.
A Royale with cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
What do they call the Big Mac?
Big Mac is Big Mac, but they call it Le Big Mac.
Le Big Mac.
Yeah, it's funny stuff, right?
Le Big
All
Mac.
right, play some music. All right, a couple of Barndances. Yeah, into a couple of reels. So we're going to play Lucy Farr's into Jimmy Duffy's Barndance, or the other way around. Jimmy Duffy's into Lucy Farr's, and then Galway Rambler into John Stenson's. Thank you. For some reason, I'm hungry at the moment.
Nice set, lads.
Very nice set.
Good one.
John Stenson's is Mario's favorite.
Yeah.
I
Great
think it's somebody really likes it. Mimi or Felicia, I can't remember. I'll have to put it in the comments there. That was great. You know, I noticed I usually wear my glasses on the session.
Oh, right.
This is the first session I haven't.
Because of the goggles.
Because I have my other goggles that I wear for my character, Furiosa. Mm-hmm. But I'm going I'm leading closer and closer to the screen to see because my eyes are not very good. I just noticed. If you guys notice I'm doing that, that's fine. I'll try to sit back here. Okay, so we are to the halftime of the session. Shortly after the halftime.
Yeah, we're not doing
session.
Too bad.
Not doing too bad. About 5 minutes late. We have at the halftime our poem. And also over on the contributions page, if you've gone over there yet, there is a little extra goodie that we added. I'm going to explain what the goodie is later, so you don't have to go see it right now. But this is a good time. The halftime is the traditional spot where you can throw a few bucks into the tin if you wish. I also added the link to the weekly membership, which some people are doing here so they don't have to go and throw money in every week. It's now on the contributions page, so you don't have to go to a separate place. So it's easier to find. Anyways, while you're looking at all that good stuff, we have, of course, Mimi with the poem for the week.
Hi, Mario's friends. In honor of Casablanca, my favorite movie, a little weird free verse. I am shocked to find that there's fiddling going on here. Are you sure this place is Irish? As Irish as the quarantine is long? I'm no good at being poetic, but it doesn't take much to see that the notes of one little person don't amount to a session of tunes in this crazy world. But with Caitlin and Chris, we're part of their work, the thing that keeps us going. If the session starts and we're not on YouTube, we'll regret it. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon and the rest of our lives. Will we see you on Thursday? I never make plans that far ahead. But fortunately, Caitlin and Chris do. So join us again for Jerry O'Connor. Thank you to Matt and to John, to our special guests, to Caitlin and Chris. You are so awesome. Our heart goes out to Mary, whose neighborhood saw some action this week. Please stay safe. Happy birthday to Felicia and Bob. Tales and Tunes with Johnny Cuomo on Saturday morning at 11. Chip into the box if you can, please. And stay safe. Eat your kibble. Here's playing some tunes, kids.
Whoa!
Wow.
There were so many levels to that.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh! I have to go back and rewatch that. Actually, great. And as always, Mimi looked very spiffy. Mm-hmm. I'm jealous of her coat and her hat, but hats don't actually fit my giant head, so I'm jealous of the coat. Okay, so you saw the box there. We don't have to show the picture of the box anymore because do we have it?
No, but we have it. We can
have
show
it
it anyway.
Oh, sure, why not? So that's the box that you just saw in real life.
This is in its native environment.
Yes. This is great because we get to see other things like Kevin and Guinness as well.
Two great things.
Kevin and Guinness, they're both great. Yes. Speaking of Kevin, actually, this is a great lead-in that I promise I did not plan. Like this. I did not plan this. I noticed that my belt is obscured by the microphone.
Oh yeah,
special
everybody should definitely
Furiosa belt
take note
here.
of that.
Yeah. Anyways, back to business here. Very soon, there's an event happening which we want you to be aware of because it's pretty cool. Partly because we are helping with the event, but also it features 6 amazing musicians who are both teaching and performing. It is the Gulf Coast Canoe, and it's happening on Saturday, June 13th. Mm-hmm. It's an all-day event, but it's online, so if you would like to take what is the word I'm thinking of? A whole bunch of classes in one day. A boot camp is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
A boot camp. There's 4 sessions with each teacher, and then at night there will be a concert, which we're producing. We love producing concerts. And the people involved are John Doyle, Marla Fibish, Liz Carroll on fiddle, Nuala Kennedy on flute, Kevin Crawford, that's how we got into this whole thing, and then Grania Hambley just joined on harp. So check that out. They sent us their poster. We're going to put it up on the screen here for just a second. And I know there's a lot of stuff there. You can see all of the information over on their website as well, which I think we have. We're going to put that up onto the screen, gulfcoastirish.org, and you can sign up for the classes. You can also just go to the concert without going to the classes. I think it's $15, $15 or $20. Yep. So that should be pretty cool. Coming up shortly.
And you don't have to wear pants because it's all online.
You don't have to wear pants.
I guess you never have to be wearing pants to watch the session.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to be wearing anything.
True. Yeah.
We have to at least be wearing shirts and fake arms.
Right.
Okay, so enough silliness. We have not had a song yet tonight.
Oh, yeah, we should.
And Matt, of course, is an amazing singer. Matt, by the way, runs a couple of sessions in normal times.
Real life sessions.
Yeah, they are Grace's on Wednesdays. That's at 14th and 8th in Manhattan. And Hartley's on Monday nights in Clinton Hill. So hopefully those will be back at some point. But he's not only a great musician and actor, but he also is a session organizer. So anyways, let's go have a song from Matt.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here. Oh, hey, Mary O's. I didn't see you there. That's embarrassing. Was just doing a little scene from a movie. I think it might be time for a song. Yeah. I was thinking I might play a song called Matt Hyland. Yeah. Let's do Matt Hyland. This is in the key of G, if you'd like to play along. So we'll get right into it. Here we go. There was a lord lived in this town who had a lovely handsome daughter. She was courted by a fair young man who was a servant to her father. And when her parents came to know, they swore they'd send him from the island. The maid she knew her heart would break had she to part with young Matt Hyland. So straight away to her love she goes, into his room, into a waking. Arise, my love, and go away. This very night you will be taken. I overheard my parents say, this very night they will transport you. So arise, my love, and go away. I wish to God I'd come before you. Oh, must I go to her, he said. Oh, must I go without my wages, without a penny, oh, in my purse, just like some poor forlorn stranger. Here's 50 guineas, all in bright gold. That's far more than father owes you. So take it now and go away. You know I will, I do adore you. They both sat down upon the bed and not a word by either said. Hands down their cheeks, the tears did shower. She laid her head upon his breast, around his neck, her arms entwined there. Not a duke, nor lord, nor earl I'll wed. I'll wait for you, my own Matt Hyland. The Lord discoursed with his daughter fair, one night alone in her bedchamber, saying, "Will be Gilly, thought I'd bring him back, since there's no one can win your favor." She wrote a letter, not in haste. Her heart for him was still reviving. She brought him back. To the church they went, and made a lord of young Matt Hyland. Thanks.
Great one.
That was gorgeous. John was playing something different than he was playing before.
Yes.
Fancy. I think that John plays all the buttons instruments.
If it has
Buttoned
buttons,
instruments.
John can play, you mean?
Yeah, I think so. That reminds me of, we actually have a club called the Broadway Button Club,
Yes.
which hasn't met since Broadway stopped. Although we could have a Zoom meeting or something
Yes,
like that.
we should.
Yeah.
We should get that going.
Things have changed. Okay, so I wanted to mention the name of my third favorite movie. I'll take these off. They're probably annoying to you guys. I did have a quote from this one, but I think there's been so much good acting on John and Matt's part that I'm not going to bore you with more acting from me because I'm a terrible actor. But my third pick of the night is the movie called The Favourite that came out a year or two ago. Favorite with a U. I know that it's a movie that some people love and some people hate. My mom hates it. She did not like it at all.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I actually went to see that with Mimi.
Oh, yeah.
And Diane.
Right.
Great movie. Okay, so we were wondering actually now, what are your least favorite movies or films? We'd love to know what those are because I'll probably love them, being a rather lowbrow movie fan. So put those in the comments, and while you're doing that, we have a couple of community pictures. Not too many, just a couple
Just a
tonight.
few.
So I forgot what order these are. Let's go see. Okay, of course, Secret of Ranney, classic. Have you seen this movie?
No.
You can't be an Irish musician until you see it.
I like that it has a seal on the
Does have a
cover.
seal.
That's great.
Yes, and this is from Angela Botzer, who
Yep.
continues her winning streak of sending in photos to the session. Okay, and I think this is Bob's first submission.
I believe so, yeah.
Bob SD, and you might guess from his get up here that his favorite movie is Lord of the Rings,
Rings.
of course. Okay, and this is pretty cool. This is from Sergio Gunnarsson. I hope I'm saying that right. He lives in Argentina, I believe, and is
cool.
a friend of Santiago Molina's. And he said that his favorite film is one called The Songcatcher. I haven't seen this, but I want to check it out because obviously it has a gramophone there.
Very good.
Which we have in our Tune Supply logo. So we will all have to check that out. And Peter Kaysen, I hope I'm saying that right. He has a couple of his favorite movies here. What do we have there?
It's called On the Irish Waterfront. I think it's
okay.
3 copies of it.
3 copies of it. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Very good. And then just so you guys know what I was supposed to look like, this is Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road. If you haven't seen the movie, it's a great movie, and I feel like it gets more relevant every day.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it still, right?
No, we need to watch it.
We should watch it. It's an incredible movie.
I'm
So-
realizing that this woman's arm, the left arm is the
Oh
is
no!
the missing one. So I think we may have made a major misstep here.
Oh man, I could have put. Oh, shoot, I could have.
Maybe the camera's mirrored. It's backwards.
If I put it on this arm, I probably could have played with my
Yeah.
with my kitchen implements on
Yes.
this hand. Oh, darn it.
Oh.
Okay, I've always gotten left and right mixed up, and my sisters do too. I might be genetic or something like that.
Yeah, like who can tell like left and right, baking soda, baking powder?
Yeah, it's like baking soda,
How do
baking
you
powder.
know?
Who can tell the difference?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got other things in my brain that I need
Yeah.
to think about. Okay, so those were all our pictures for tonight. Keep sending them in. We love seeing them, and we love putting on the session. Okay, so least favorite films. I didn't even look. Did
The Exorcist, The Birds, Godzilla. 24. Okay, thank you for clarifying. 2014 Godzilla. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, we were going to show you a little tongue-in-cheek thing. What our least favorite films are. On an environmentalist note, we collect up all of our plastic films, and in regular times we take them to Whole Foods to recycle them, but I don't think they're doing that right now. The
So
recycling.
we've amassed a lot.
We have amassed a lot of our least favorite films, and we hope that if you're in an area where you can recycle films, that you do. I know this has nothing to do with music, but we are big environmentalists ourselves, and I'm really sad. Actually, the compost program in New York right now is on hold because of everything.
Right.
So check out whether your area has plastic film recycling. I might as well do a little PSA here.
Yeah.
Here's where you can find where you can recycle your plastic films. No, we are not sponsored by plasticfilmrecycling.org. We just feel strongly about it.
Yes.
So there you go.
Recycle your films.
Recycle your films, and we will watch all those terrible films to see whether we agree with you. Okay, we are kind of nearing the end. We have a couple more things.
Couple more things.
Let's. There's one more set from John and Matt.
Yeah. Should we go
So,
hear
yeah.
from them?
Let's do that.
Okay, everybody, we're just going to go straight into another few tunes. So, 1, 2.
Whoa. You're not going to tell me the names of the tunes we're going to play?
You want answers to the tunes we're going to play?
I think I'm entitled to them.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. Sorry about that. Some of these guys, they can get so demanding, So, all right. So back to the tunes anyway. All right. Might as well tell you what they are. They're 2 hornpipes and a march. The 2 hornpipes I heard from the group Danu, their album 10,000 Miles, and the first one is called the Connemara hornpipe. The second one is called the Leverette. Was written by Martin O'Connor. And then we're going to go into a march that I heard on one of the sessions here, actually, the night Katie McNally and Neil Perman were on. And it's a tune called Highland, Laddie, and just a lovely, lovely march. All right. Okay, Matt.
You can't hear.
1, 2, 3.
Great, guys. I love that last tune. That's so cool that John picked it up at the session.
I know. It's like a real session.
Yes.
You learn a tune and you play it at the next session.
Yeah.
Also, I think he's the first one to do that. I mean,
so.
that I know
that
of.
we know of, yeah.
To pick up a tune at this weird session that we do and play it at another one. Extra points to John for doing that. Also, I hope that they're not too angry at each other after that scene at the beginning. It was a little uncomfortable.
It was.
But I think they got their differences worked out, hopefully, by the end.
Well, you can't just go straight into the tunes without saying the tunes.
No, it was right for him to get angry about that. What was John thinking? You have to still listen to keys of the tunes. Okay, anyways. So we got a couple things now that are particular to the original Mario's crowd, but let me just explain everything here. So first of all, our report from the field tonight is some footage that Chris took actually a few weeks ago. We made the journey up to Mario's in person, which now seems like a huge pilgrimage.
Yeah. Since
we don't leave within 2 blocks of our house anymore. And Mary's actually not that far away. We can walk there in about 30 minutes or so. We went up there and I took my fiddle and played a few tunes outside during the 7 o'clock hour when some cheering happens here in New York for the first responders and the essential workers. So we're going to show that report from the field first, so you can see Mary and her. Excellent. And those are three of Mary's kids there on the right. Mary has 6 kids. And those are 3 of the girls there banging on pots and pans.
Good.
So hopefully those of you who haven't been to Mario's at some point in the future, whenever it is, you can come visit. That's the building you'll be looking for when you get to the East Village.
You know how to find it now.
You know how to find it, and that's Mary there. She was so nicely holding an umbrella. It was a rainy day. Okay, on to the next thing related to Mario's. So we have been talking about the scones for a while. The scones are still not ready to go out for a couple of reasons. We have a flour shortage, or Mary has a flour shortage, and also things have gotten a little difficult here in New York City. And Mary, her shop is not open all the time, so we can't get the scones to you just yet. But an interesting development has happened. A few weeks ago on the session, Chris and I mentioned that we couldn't find any flour or baking powder.
Very good.
Baking powder. And amazingly, those things showed up at our door. Some of the session folks, some of you, and also my mom, sent flour and baking powder. So here's some more flour that we got. This is from Angela Botzer, and we got some flour from Lynn Hayes, I think was it, a week or 2 ago. So now we have a lot of flour. And so here's what we decided. Since we can't get the scones to you just yet, but we do have a lot of flour, and we also run a business called Tune Supply, which brings tunes to you through various means. One is a session, but another one is that we have a roster of about 60 artists who create personalized videos for people. And those videos help them to make enough money to live, and it means that you get some tunes if you order one of these videos. So here's the deal. If you go over to the contribution link, the one above Chris's head, you can see a special thing that we're going to do there. It involves getting a set of tunes or a dance or a song. It's a grab bag. We will pick a great person for you. And as many cookies as I can fit into a USPS priority rate box. It'd be made with flour that was sent to us by session goers. So this is the pretty cool round thing that we're doing. And you can go over there and see how it works. There's a couple options for number of musicians that you get and things like that. But click onto the contributions page. Here we go. $45 gets you performance by 1 musician and cookies. $70 gets a performance by 2 musicians and cookies. Okay, that's the equation. You can, of course, do your normal contributions as you wish for whatever amount you want. And you can also still do your orders over on the website, but that's the deal for if you want cookies.
That's the only way to get cookies.
That's the only way to get cookies
yeah.
is through that link. So there you go. We'll see how many people want a little sweet treat until we can get your scones.
We might actually run out of flour too.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. Then we'll get some more. Okay. Cool. So we have one more set of tunes. This is pretty special. I'm going to let John introduce it, I think.
Oh. There's no introduction.
Oh. Okay,
yeah.
Great. Well, then we're just going to go into our last set of tunes. Grab your fiddles, grab your flutes and pipes and everything and play along with this one. Enjoy.
3 and...
That was fun.
That's amazing that everybody's playing along at home, like all in unison and
cool.
like with John and everything. That was great. Thank you to everybody who joined us for that big project. That involved a lot of work on everyone's parts, and we're grateful everybody was game to do it.
Super cool.
That was made possible by a gift from Josh, Mimi's dog.
Yes.
And we'll be having a few more of those at some point down the road. So we hope that some more of you will join us on screen. That was cool that the colors all matched. There was like the green was all around in the squares. Okay, a couple more things, and then we'll finish off for tonight. So two more quick events that are upcoming. Mimi mentioned one of them, I think. First one is we're going to do another big concert. We did one for Mother's Day with the 47 musicians, and that wasn't enough. So we're doing one now with 70 performers from 5 different countries. Here is our poster. This was made by the incredible Anna Colleton, similar to our Mother's Day poster, but different colors. And that is on Father's Day on June 21st at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will keep you updated. We don't have the full listing on the poster yet, but we'll let you know. And then the other thing that's happening is actually on Saturday. That's 2 days from now. Johnny Cuomo, who has been a guest on the session in virtual life and real life, is a great educator of young children, and he does a lot of shows with his own kids. He asked if we could partner on a half-hour kids show. We said yes. It is airing its first episode on this channel at 11 a.m. on Saturday. And we have a poster or a graphic for that as well. Johnny Cuomo's Tales and Tunes for You. We just finished it up last night, and it's pretty cool. There's
very fun. It's
there's
really
cool
special.
stuff. There's cool stuff.
So if you have kids, drop by. It's going to be
or if
a nice start to your Saturday morning.
Yes, or if you act like a kid, or you once were a kid, any of these things. 11 o'clock on this YouTube station channel. Oh, God. In this pub is where the kids show will be.
You turn the dial on the TV to channel Tune Supply.
Channel Tune Supply.
Yeah.
We'll be here at 11 o'clock with Johnny. All this information is over on the website, of course, tune.supply. Okay, so we're going to have one last tune set to end off with. We've got 3 tunes here. The first one is The Butterfly, which was featured in a movie. Oh my gosh, my brain. It's rotting away.
Yeah.
What movie was it?
I don't know.
Oh, Secret of Roan Inish.
Oh.
I can't even say that. The movie that was featured in one of the pictures earlier. We'll start off with that. And then we'll go into... wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry, we already played The Butterfly.
Yeah, we already played that set.
You guys have to know that there's been blasting going on outside of our house for the last couple of months, and it's actually rotting my brain is what's happening at this point. Sorry, let's start over. So we're going to do a tune set with Rolling Waves, Swallowtail, and then ending off actually with a polka called Two to the Bar, which I just taught in my level 4 class for Irish Art Center tonight. So hopefully some of them can join along. These are not movie tunes. They're just a couple of tunes that we like. So here we go. Last set of tunes. It's not Rolling Waves. some very traditional tunes to end off there. Thank you to Chris for being willing to try those strange arrangements that I made about an hour before we were going on air. So, and of course he did an amazing job. Chris actually does arrangements, like in his professional career. So he's quite excellent. I'm very lucky to have him next to me. Okay, we're getting really hot. I don't know about you guys, but we're like
We can't
sweating.
run the air conditioner during the session because it's loud.
It's loud. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
We have a microphone here, so...
Yeah. So if we're looking a little red, it's we're hot. That's why. Okay, anyways, so just to end off there, I'll tell you what's happening on the next session. What is today?
Today's Thursday, so the next session is Monday.
Monday. Oh, yes. Okay, we have the second of the Ireland sessions curated by Nuala Kennedy. This next one is featuring people from County Louth. Led off by Jerry O'Connor, the spectacular fiddle player, and Nuala has arranged a whole host of special guests. I have to get my paper to read them because there's so many. So Nuala will be there, of course, Zoe Conway, Colm Fian, and I don't know how to say, did we figure out how to say, is it Anne McGeaney? I think it's Anne McGeaney. We will check on the pronunciation there, but they'll be here, and the theme for next time is home places. So that could be where you are now or where you're from, wherever you feel most at home. So you can send us pictures, and yeah, I think that's it, except for the thank yous, which is Chris's job.
Big thanks to John and Matt for your brilliant music and
acting.
Your movie scenes. Those spectacular. And thank you also to Santiago Molina and everyone who tuned in from Argentina. You're very welcome to stop by for tunes anytime. So thanks for joining us.
And to the whole Mario's crowd who learned how to record and send us their files in very short order. We're really appreciative for you being willing to be on screen and to trust us with your tunes. If you can throw a few bucks into the box, you can do so at the link above Chris's head. If you want cookies and a set of tunes made specially for you, I forgot to mention, those sets of tunes are personalized. They're only for one person who orders the set. So they don't go out online or to anybody else. They're just for you. And of course, cookies made by me.
Also just for you. Or also whoever you want to share them with, but you're not going to want to share them.
They're not public cookies.
Yeah.
They're shipped directly to your house.
Yeah.
You can go to that link as well, and there's information about that. Okay, and we hope to see you on Saturday morning for the kids' show.
Oh yeah, Johnny's program on Saturday.
Even if you're not a kid, you should tune in.
Just come, just to see Johnny do some antics with his kids.
It's pretty great.
It's really fun.
Okay, and otherwise we will see you hopefully for the next session.
And we'll leave you with this very handsome photograph of John and Matt.
Excellent.
Good night.
Good night.